Studio Classroom is on the air. It's a place to learn and a place to share. Connect with others everywhere. There are things to learn and there's things to know. So please stay tuned and watch the show.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Studio Classroom on the air. My name is Rebecca, and I know your English will improve today. Do you enjoy swimming? Do you enjoy the ocean? If so, I'm sure that you would love to go surfing. And yes, as you can see, I have a surfboard right here. Well, a few years ago, I tried to surf. I tried to learn how to surf, and it was definitely a very memorable experience. Well, in today's lesson called Surf's Up, we are going to learn all about surfing. And yes, I have a surfboard here, wishing that I could go surfing right now. Okay, so some of the things that we are going to talk about include surf your style and Hawaii, of course. What does this mean? Well, friends, you're going to find out in today's lesson. So grab your magazines and let's go talk about surfing. Maybe I'll go surfing later. Surf's up. Catch some waves and some happiness. It's the first day of summer, so why not pick up a new outdoor hobby? Make it surfing, and you'll experience the joy and charm of this simple sport. Surf your style. We've all seen it done. Surfers paddle away from shore and then sit and wait. They chase the next good wave that comes along, standing on their boards. Longboarders try to do tricks on their stable boards, while shortboarders attempt turns and jumps. Risk-takers try big wave surfing, braving waves 4 times taller than the usual surfing waves. Hi everyone, welcome to Language Lab. 这篇文章的第一个重点，我们看 paddle 这个动词。paddle 在这里是指游泳的时候用手或脚拨水，或者是指玩水。例如 The boy paddles in the sea wearing a life jacket. 这个男孩穿着救生衣在海里玩水。paddle 也可以是指用船桨划船。例如 Tony learned how to paddle a canoe at summer camp. Tony 在夏令营中学会如何划独木舟。paddle 也可以当名词，例如Melody enjoyed her paddle in the pond. Melody 很享受在池塘玩水。接着我们看 brave 这个动词 ，brave 当形容词的时候是指勇敢的，但是在这里当动词是指勇敢面对，或者是不怕或不顾某种危险。例如 We braved the snow and reached the cottage before sunset. 我们不顾风雪，在日落前到达了木屋。或者是 The firefighters braved the fire and rescued the family trapped in the burning house. 消防队员们冒着大火的危险，救出了被困在燃烧的房子中的一家人。
Thank you so much, Michelle. As you can see, friends, Rebecca is ready to go surfing.
I am. I've got myself a surfboard. It's a fish surfboard.
Yeah, it looks like a giant fish.
I know, right? But it would work perfectly on the waves.
Well, I hope so.
Because guess what?
Huh?
Surf's up.
Hey.
Time to go surfing.
Surf's up. That's right, friends. What a great phrase. If you like surfing, you probably already know this phrase. Surf's up. And like Rebecca said, that kind of means it's time to go surfing. The waves are a good height, or maybe they're coming frequently enough. So you could say, surf's up. Let's go surfing.
And I think it's time to go catch some waves. Since the surf's up, catch some waves. Wouldn't that be great?
Well, wait, how do you catch a wave?
I know, Gabe, you're probably thinking that
you're at the ocean and you're literally trying to catch the waves, but no, that's not what this means. This means that you're in the water and you're kind of lying on your surfboard, and the big wave comes, you stand on the wave, and then you start surfing.
Okay, so the idea is that when you see a wave, you don't let the wave go by. No, you take that opportunity. That's what it means to catch some waves. You're going to catch some waves when you go surfing, and hopefully you'll catch some happiness too.
That's right. Well, let's start with our lesson. We read catch some waves and some happiness. That's what happens when you go surfing. You catch some happiness. It's the first day of summer, so why not pick up a new outdoor hobby? Okay, now, Gabe, I have a question for you. How do you pick up a hobby? I didn't know a hobby was something that you could pick up.
Just very, very easy. Hold on. Adele says, shh, Rebecca.
Okay.
Gabe has an answer for you.
Okay, show me.
You pick up a surfboard because this could be your new hobby, surfing. That's what it means, right?
No. Gabe, no. Let me have my surfboard back. That's actually not what picking up a new hobby means. You don't just literally pick something up, but it means that you start developing a new hobby. So maybe if you want to pick up surfing as a hobby, you do need to pick up a surfboard. But what if you want to pick up piano as a new hobby? Are you going to pick up a piano?
Oh, that's right. Yes, good point, Rebecca. You can't actually lift a piano. That's too heavy. But you're picking up a new hobby. That means you're starting this new hobby. This is a great phrase to know, friends. Have you picked up any hobbies recently? Talk about that in English. Well, we continue here. Make it surfing. So make that hobby surfing, and you'll experience the joy and charm of this simple sport. Mm-hmm. What exactly is a hobby anyway, Rebecca?
A
hobby.
Hey, I think the guys in the info cloud would like to talk to us about that. So let's go there now.
As an English teacher, I sometimes ask my students, what's your favorite hobby? And invariably, I get the answer, sleeping.
Now, friends, we want to set the record straight once and for all. Sleeping is not a hobby, and neither is watching TV or listening to music.
Right. A hobby is something you're not only interested in, but it's something you're dedicated to. Not only do you spend time on it, but you make time for it.
A hobby also involves some kind of skill, and you try to get better at it because you have this passion for it.
So, what are some examples of hobbies? Well, there's coin collecting, knitting, painting, sketching, bird watching, photography, baking, and building models.
Now, what about sleeping, you might ask? What would we call it if it doesn't qualify as a hobby? Well, I guess you can call it a pastime. A pastime is an activity you do to, well, pass the time.
That's right. If you have too much time on your hands and you want to do something to kill time, what you decide to do is your pastime. Imagine being stuck at an airport. What would you be doing?
Well, I might read a book, play cards, do crosswords, listen to my favorite songs, or sleep.
Right. These are not hobbies, but pastimes. Now, what about a sport? Can a sport be a hobby? Well, if you feel passionate about an athletic activity like surfing, biking, playing soccer, baseball, or ping pong, sure, a sport can be your hobby.
如果有人问你 What is your favorite hobby? 你最喜欢的嗜好是什么？请不要回答睡觉。这个答案中文也许讲得通，但是在英文 hobby 是指一个你会花时间心血去研究从事的活动。你对你的 hobby 会付出你的 passion 热忱，而且这个 hobby 也会牵涉到专门的技能，像摄影、烹饪、集邮、赏鸟、画画、做模型都是典型的 hobby。如果你对某种运动很投入， 每个礼拜都固定的去做，而且努力的要做得更好，那也可以称之为 hobby。睡觉、看电视、听音乐，在英文绝对称不上 hobby。这些事情可以用 pastime 消遣来形容。pastime 照字面上的解释，就是用来 pass the time 打发时间做的事。那是消遣，那是消极的，像阅读、看电视、听音乐，还有睡觉。这就是今天的 Info Cloud， 我们下次云端见。
Thank you guys so much. So remember, sleeping is not a hobby. Watching TV, listening to music, that could be a pastime. Now, Rebecca likes to cross-stitch. You would say that's one of your hobbies, right, Rebecca?
Absolutely, Gabe, because it is something that I'm very passionate about, something that I enjoy, so yes. Now, if you're interested in picking up a new hobby, why not make it surfing? And, of course, we see in our lesson, surf your style. We've all seen it done. Surfers paddle away from shore and then sit and wait. That's how it's done.
Yeah, surfing involves a lot of waiting for the perfect wave, just like we were waiting for that perfect picture. Yes, you got to have the perfect wave. They chase the next good wave that comes along standing on their boards. Longboarders try to do tricks on their stable boards, while shortboarders attempt turns and jumps. We have to move on quickly here. Risk takers try big wave surfing, braving waves 4 times taller than the usual surfing waves. So, you know that brave is an adjective. I hope you are a brave person. Here, you see it's a verb as well.
And if you brave a wave or brave something, this just means that you deal with a very difficult situation. So, for example, Sandra braved the snow and went out for a walk, or let's brave the storm and try to reach home before nightfall.
From our last lesson, you know that my friends and I had to brave the currents in that dangerous stream. Okay, think of other ways to use that word. We have more to learn about surfing, so stay.